It's another opening of another NFL show. A brand new season as across America, with minor exceptions, pro football fans enjoyed bright, sunny 70-degree weather. 56,119 of them flocked to Foxborough, Massachusetts to fill Schaefer Stadium for the game between the Patriots and Bills. The completely rehauled New England team is led by new coach Chuck Fairbanks and 3 number-1 draft choices, blue chips all. They are fullback Sam Cunningham, wide receiver Darryl Stingley, and guard John Hanna, all of whom started for the Patriots today. Lou Saban's Buffalo team has undergone some changes, but not as extensively as New England. Buffalo won some big games last year, and Saban believes he has the nucleus for a good squad. His main concern is shoring up his offensive line to give O.J. Simpson more running room than he had last year. For despite his great season, O.J. had to fight hard for every yard, and Buffalo's injury-decimated front line suffered as much criticism as O.J. enjoyed praise. Saban turned to the draft for help, using his own #1 pick and Miami's top pick, obtained in return for Marlon Briscoe. The result, both #1s are in Buffalo's front line. Joe DeLamelure from Michigan State at guard, and Paul Seymour, Michigan's fine tackle, now converted to tight end. So today we have 2 young, new-look teams to open the new season. This is the NFL Game of the Week, the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL's 54th season got underway when Bill Bell put his foot into the ball and sent it on its way to number 89, Buffalo rookie Wallace Francis, who brought it to the 24. Lou Saban had decided on rookie Joe Ferguson, number 12, as his quarterback, and on his first series as a pro, Ferguson twice handed off to O.J. Simpson with the expected results. O.J. had gotten 9 yards and 2.5 inches on 2 carries. So with 3rd down and less than an inch to go, Ferguson called his own number, but was stopped short. After a punt, the Patriots took over on offense for the first time. Quarterback Jim Plunkett's first call went to #1 pick Sam Cunningham, who ran wide and in to safety John Pitts, number 48, for no gain. On 3rd down, Plunkett turned to another first pick, Darryl Stingley, but cornerback Tony Green came up fast to make the tackle short of the first down. However, on their second series, the Patriots got something started. Number 77, Jerry Patton, pressured Plunkett, but he still found number 80, tight end Bob Adams, for 14 yards and a first down. Several plays later, Plunkett hit number 31, running back Josh Ashton, over the middle, and Ashton was on his way to the Buffalo 7-yard line. It was a big play for New England, and like many key plays, its genesis took place on the practice field the week before. Chuck Fairbanks knew that the Bills' middle linebacker, Jim Chayunsky, a former Patriot, was injured and would not play. His replacement was a rookie, number 52, Merv Croker. Now, as a repeat of the play shows, Plunkett's circle pass violated Croker's area of responsibility. Number 52 was slow to react, and Ashton and the Patriots had their big play. On the very next play, Plunkett gave to Sam the Bam Cunningham, who went the 7 yards into the end zone for the game's first score. A repeat of the touchdown shows why the Patriots and everyone else is so high on Cunningham. For with his great size and strength, he simply pulled cornerback Leon Garrer, number 47, into the end zone with him. It was the rookie's first score as a pro, and New England tried for the almost automatic extra point. A low snap thwarted the Patriots, but they had gone 90 yards in just 8 plays and led the Bills 6-0. But not for long. After a touchback on the kickoff, it took Buffalo just one play to even the score. Showing burning speed, O.J. Simpson had gone 80 yards and set a Schaefer Stadium record for yards gained on a single play. More importantly, the successful extra point put the Bills in the lead 7-6. Another look from our end zone camera shows 3 Patriots had clean shots at Simpson but missed, and once he turned the corner, he was gone. Now, trailing by 1, Plunkett on a third down possession play tried to burn another rookie linebacker, number 55, John Scoropan. The pass was complete, but Josh Ashton was forced out of bounds 1 yard short of the first down. On the ensuing punt, rookie Bruce Barnes sailed a kick to yet another rookie, number 26, Donnie Walker from Central State in Ohio. Walker seemingly brought the ball all the way to the Patriot 11. But Walker was ruled out of bounds, and the second quarter began on the Patriot 46 instead. Some hard running by Simpson and his new partner, former Eagle Larry Watkins, number 38, earned Buffalo a field goal attempt from the 44. But John Leipold missed it, and the first series of the second quarter ended with the score still 7-6. On the first series of the second quarter, a scrambling Jim Plunkett hit Darrell Stingley with a nice pass for good yardage, but the rookie coughed up the ball and Buffalo recovered. At the Patriot 36, Joe Ferguson immediately went to the air to capitalize, and under a heavy rush was called for intentional grounding. To make matters worse, Ferguson was shaken up on the play and left the game, never to return. In his pro debut, the Arkansas Rifle had completed 1 of 2 passes for 10 yards, but most important, he had his team in the lead. His successor, Dennis Shaw, promptly turned the ball right back to New England when he passed to Patriot linebacker Ron Axe, number 51. Buffalo had missed a golden opportunity to increase their slim 1-point margin. Now, with the ball at their own 44, New England turned to its running game to move the ball for them. But the Buffalo defense, led by Big Earl Edwards, number 73, had other ideas. Saban acquired the 260-pound veteran from the 49ers, not only for his ability, but for his 4 years' experience of playing defense with a winning team. Next, Plunkett turned to Sam Cunningham, who was hit hard at the line and gave up the football. The Buffalo defense had caused another turnover, and with 4 minutes to go in the half, the ball at their own 22, they were determined to grind it out. No one is better suited for that than O.J. Simpson, who time after time battered into the heart of the Patriot defense and made it move. This was Lou Saban's concept of bruising ball control at its best. Run right at the gut of your opponents. Come right back at them again. With with only a short, safe, quick out to the sideline to keep the defense honest. Buffalo's revamped offensive line was winning this battle, but time was running out. So with just 6 seconds showing in the second quarter, John Leipold split the uprights from 48 yards out to give the Bills some much-deserved breathing room at halftime. Although it was the Bills who had scored late in the first half, it was the Patriots who came out carrying the momentum for the second half as 5'5" Mac Heron, number 42, ran the kickoff out 41 yards. This was only the second time that the Pats started a drive from outside their own 20, and a 13-yard bam by Cunningham moved New England into Buffalo territory. But the next time Cunningham touched the ball, he lost it. Linebacker Dave Washington stripped him of the ball, and the chase was on. Tony Green finally recovered, and the Simpson-Watkins firm was in business again. First, O.J. took a handoff on the left side of center to get the Patriot defense leaning that way, then swerved over right tackle for 22 yards. From the Patriot 45, watch Watkins, number 38, delay in the backfield, then swing out for a screen pass. Watkins gained 28 yards on the play, and a repeat shows why. Watch the right side of the screen as 3 Buffalo linemen open a lane for Watkins down the sidelines. Watkins came to the Bills in what seemed to be a meaningless trade for middle linebacker Dick Cunningham. But since his insertion as a starting running back, Watkins has become a fine running mate for Simpson, though certainly no O.J., who is. He does have speed and power. But the man the Bills rely on is O.J. Simpson. And during their first drive of the second half, he tacked on 27 yards to his rushing performance and got the tough yards down close to the goal line. This season may prove to be O.J.'s best yet, with acquisition of Watkins, who is a fine blocker. From the 10, watch as Watkins brushes number 27, Charlie Davis, just enough to give Simpson the corner. Simpson's last run of the drive carried to the 4-yard line, and from there, Watkins crashed in. On the 79-yard drive, Watkins or Simpson had carried or caught on every play, and the Bills had built their lead to 17-6. Trailing by 11, the Patriots began a drive that would bring them close again. Josh Ashton ripped around right end for 17 yards as New England's running game began to balance Plunkett's 10-for-12 first half passing. The Pats' running game was better because the Bills were now concentrating on pursuit of Plunkett, the one man who could really beat them. With a combination of good rush and good coverage, Plunkett was much more limited in what he could do. Instead of the long ball of which he is capable, Plunkett was forced to throw short or not throw at all. Plunkett made the adjustment and moved the Patriots on screens to neutralize the Bills' pass rush. The Patriots reached the Buffalo 26, and then Plunkett showed why he may be the next great pro quarterback. His size is his long suit, and he used it to turn what might have been a drive-stalling sack into a harmless incompletion with no loss of yardage. If the Patriots are to become winners, they must protect Plunkett better, for with protection, he can throw with anyone. A 16-yard strike to Bob Adams got the Patriots to the 10. From there, Heron got a great block by number 60, Len St. Jean, and swept in for the score. New England had trimmed the Buffalo lead to 4 points at 17-13. quarter, the Bills started another long drive. It started with a Dennis Shaw hookup with Bob Chandler for 29 yards. On the next two plays, watch guard Reggie McKenzie, number 67. A great block sprung Simpson for 11 yards. Then, on the first play of the fourth quarter, an even better one on two men sprung O.J. for 22 yards and a touchdown. Buffalo led 24-13. Again, trailing by 11, the Patriots began yet another comeback drive with pinpoint Plunkett passing doing the job. A pass to Reggie Rucker gained 9, and then Plunkett went for it all and almost got it. Mac Herron was behind everyone, but could not stay in bounds. It was the kind of play that would haunt the Patriots for the rest of the game. On a repeat, we can see how clear Herron was. Swinging out of the backfield, he easily beat the man assigned to cover him, but with no one within 10 yards of him, Herron stepped out of bounds. A sure Patriot touchdown was gone. The play was to be a critical one, for the Patriots would now not score on the drive, though Plunkett continued to move them well. A reverse swing pass to Cunningham got New England inside the 30, but on the play, the Patriots were called for holding. There is no better way to kill a sustained drive. Still, Plunkett almost saved the drive with a good call, sending Cunningham out on a long pass pattern. He was behind his man, but Plunkett overthrew him. The Patriots came away empty on this drive, and the next was even more futile, as their young team began making young team mistakes. First, Cunningham dropped a Plunkett pitch. Then Mac Herron couldn't get to a Plunkett pitch out for a loss. The Bills got into the act when John Pitts dropped an interception. Oh, well, the Bills are young, too. Finally, on fourth down, Walt Patulski dropped Plunkett for a loss of 16. The Patriots were never in the game after that. Chuck Fairbanks is going to have to be a very patient man this season. He has one of the youngest teams in pro football, prone to mistakes. But if they all grow up together and rally round their potentially great quarterback, there will be better days at Foxborough. Meanwhile, O.J. Simpson was cruising toward a record. This 32-yard run gave him 220 yards for the day to break the Bills' all-time record held by Cookie Gilchrist. But the Bills are not all O.J. Simpson, and they proved it when the Patriots began keying on Simpson. They have two good young quarterbacks in Dennis Shaw and Joe Ferguson, and good young receivers like Bob Chandler and J.D. Hill, number 40. On a repeat of the last play, watch Hill make a great catch in front of the defensive back. But perhaps the most pleasant surprise in Buffalo will be Larry Watkins. He'll be a great blocker for Simpson, but he too can run with the ball. On successive plays, he banged up the middle for 11 and then 10 yards. Then from the 15, Watkins finished the drive and went over 100 yards for the day. Watkins' run gave Buffalo a 31-13 lead, and with the Buffalo defense playing tough, it was all over. A good lick by Leon Garrer forced an incompletion, and then Plunkett, with lots of time, saw his pass deflected, and then intercepted by Tony Green. The only question left was just how much yardage Simpson could gain. Running the exact same play over and over, Simpson carried on 7 of the last 8 plays run by the Bills. The Patriots, to a man, knew he was coming, but they simply could not stop him. What greater tribute can be given to an offensive line than for 11 defensive men to know who's going to carry the ball, yet still not be able to get to him? On Simpson's last carry, he actually lost a yard, but that simply rounded off a new rushing mark, 250 yards. When it was over 56,000 fans at Foxborough had witnessed a remarkable performance. 29 carries for 250 yards to break Willie Ellison's 2-year-old NFL record. Though 11 men on the Patriot defense were primed to stop one man, they could not do it. O.J. Simpson, a remarkable running back, running behind an offensive line that may develop into one of the best in the league. The Bills' 31-13 victory is a tribute to team play, though, not just a preeminent star. After the game, Simpson said, "I don't think anyone will ever criticize our line again. They were just blowing them out of there. The guys have been telling me they're going to get me 1,700 yards this season. They certainly went out and played like they meant it." New England head coach Chuck Fairbanks put it even better. "It looked like Grant going through Richmond. We were helpless." Simpson's coach Lou Saban said, "I'm glad he got the record. You don't find many like him. He's a great man, a great team man."